Hey everybody, it's Eric. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to just do a quick video talking about gold. This could be setting up for an end of day trade today. I'm doing this video just before noon. Gold starting to look like it wants to break out. I'm looking at GLD, and just what I'm seeing here is this. I have two time frames on this chart, and I'm showing the floating P&L. This is a running 1-year strategy of trading gold to the long side, and you can see gold's been in this little bit of an uptrend. This green line is the weekly 8 HMA, and we have the daily chart here. The daily chart did turn bullish yesterday. It turned back up, and we're actually starting to see new highs. I did not catch this yesterday because typically when I've been trading GLD, I will trade a leveraged ETF version. I'll trade UGLD, which is a 3 times ETF, and you can see that the past week or so it turned red as well, the weekly chart, but it's still kind of showing red, so it's a little bit of a discrepancy between GLD versus UGLD, but this is kind of normal when you're trying to compare a leveraged ETF versus the actual ETF. Sometimes the little nuances are, show up. So I'm gonna have to make a decision later today if I want to get long gold. And the way I would do that, if I decide to do that, would be to buy shares of UGLD. And so we'll see what happens later in the day. Just as a kind of reference here, let me apply this strategy again. Over the past year, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. UGold has performed, has doubled, right? It's 107%. And that's just kind of a buy and hold, which we do not do. However, it's just a comparison for what the strategy is doing. This is the pure alpha strategy. I'll put some stuff in the description if you want to learn more about that and get all the TOS code for that. But over the past year, allocating $10,000 per trade has yielded almost $5,000 in profit. So the long only kind of swing strategy for this is doing about let's call it 50% gain over the past year. And if we go back to gold itself, remember gold is not leveraged. That was the leveraged product. Let me just kind of open this up and reapply. Gold's been up about 34% in the past year. And when I say gold, I mean GLD. I know the gold freaks are going to tell me that that's not real gold. But anyway, we're talking about paper gold here. And the strategy has yielded 2,200 or so, about 22%. So anyway, I'm seeing the buy signal. We'll see if gold breaks out. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because the overall market, as we know, is starting to trade sideways. I wouldn't call it bearish, but we do see on SPY that the weekly chart is starting to flatten out. It actually turns slightly lower, the moving average, and the strategy, we're starting to, I don't want to say we made a new low because we gapped down and we kind of came back up, but there's a little bit of a support here around 280. It's about 2,800 on the SPX, and we're kind of teetering there. So if the market were to do a little bit of a pullback, which wouldn't be crazy, then I would expect things like gold, maybe bonds to move higher. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a potential trade in gold later today. If you want to learn more about this strategy, check out the description. Other than that, I'll see you guys next time.